Nobody on this earth is gonna break me, right?
Rickey Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie.
Not Rickey Smiley and Cedric the entertainer trying to sue Katt Williams over some jokes. Katt must really hurt these guys' feelings with those comments on Club Shay Shay, and I don't know what's going on, but he must have told the truth because these dudes are doing too much now trying to get back at Katt. The crazy thing is that Katt wasn't dissing them if you really think about it. He was responding to what they said and speaking his truth. Rickey Smiley got up there on Club Shay Shay first and said something about him, as did Cedric, Steve Harvey, and the rest of them. And Katt remained quiet until it was his turn to speak. So are they really trying to sue Katt for telling his side of the story? Let's get into it.
But you know, and I know everything does not require a response, but you know, sometimes you can just come on and simply state the facts, and that'll put.
To give you some context, Katt told Shannon Sharpe that he decided to accept the invitation to appear on his podcast because he wants to set the record straight on the falsehoods circulating about him, particularly those coming from, as he put it, lowbrow comedians. Katt went on to describe Cedric the entertainer, Steve Harvey, and Rickey Smiley as a gang, and said he wasn't about to let these comedians slide without addressing the lies they've been spreading.
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't three random guys. The way that Rickey Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is.
So when it comes to Rickey Smiley, Katt took issue with Smiley's past comments about their roles in the movie Friday After Next. In the movie, Katt stars as Money Mike, and Rickey Smiley plays the crooked Santa Claus character. But when Rickey previously appeared on the Club Shay Shay podcast, he claimed that the roles got switched up from the get-go. But Katt is now setting the record straight and making it clear that Smiley's version of the story is not matching up with how things actually went down.
It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
Katt spilled the tea, sharing the lowdown on what went down after he wrapped up Friday After Next with Rickey. And he revealed that he had a clause added to his contract stating that if he ever shoots another movie with Rickey, Rickey has to wear a dress.
He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Rickey Smiley again unless he's in a dress.
And then Katt also touched on a very sensitive topic of Rickey losing his son, seemingly alluding to the long-standing conspiracy that celebs are asked to sacrifice someone they love to get ahead in Hollywood.
You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he, what? So Rickey Smiley knows this, and I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie.
For context, on January 29th, 2023, Rickey announced that his 32-year-old son, Brandon Smiley, had died after being found unconscious in his Birmingham apartment. The manner of death was later ruled as accidental, and Rickey later revealed that Brandon's substance use could have been a factor. But since Rickey also nearly lost his daughter 3 years prior to Brandon's death, and then his nephew took his own life, some folks started speculating that Brandon's death was a ritual connected to Rickey's membership, his membership in the controversial fraternity Omega Psi Phi. Just hours after Brandon was pronounced dead, Rickey shared the news in an Instagram video, and a lot of people jumped in the comments to say something was off because Rickey seemed very calm and composed for someone who found out just hours before that his firstborn son had died. But to be fair, Rickey was most likely in shock, and you know, folks deal with loss in their own ways. But the speculation didn't just fizzle out there because fans kept chiming in, pointing out that Rickey didn't seem like he was mourning at all. Also, the day after Brandon's passing, Rickey dropped another video talking about how the reality was sinking in. And even though he looked like he was shedding some tears, fans weren't buying it. There was this lingering feeling that something about his reaction wasn't coming across as authentic. But here's another detail in this video that raised the alarm. At one point, Rickey mentioned being part of, quote, an organization where you have to bury your kid.
I don't have an appetite, but I feel bad for her. Muslim Miss Nichols up in Memphis, I feel bad for her. All the parents that have ever been through this. I just never thought I would be a member of an organization where you have to bury your kid. So it's a terrible nightmare.
Now, some people thought that by organization, Rickey simply meant being part of the community of parents who lost their children. But many others said that even though this is really what Rickey meant, it's strange that he would use the word organization. And some folks even started saying Rickey was subliminally trying to tell us he sacrificed his son. Besides that, Rickey returned to work just 2 days after Brandon died, and he started posting memes on social media. On February 1st, 2 days after announcing the death of his son, Rickey posted a video wearing his Omega Sci-Fi t-shirt and talked about how blessed he was. And then in the caption he wrote, "God gave me so many good years with my son. I don't have anything to complain about." Yet again, there was this certain vibe in the video that didn't sit well with a whole bunch of folks. And we're not just referring to Rickey's choice of t-shirt. A flood of comments poured in, especially from those who had experienced the loss of their own children. Many said that they didn't have the strength to get out of bed or even speak, let alone hop on social media to post memes and jokes. Anyway, circling back to what Katt Williams said about people believing in rituals, some fans think that this is the real reason Rickey got triggered by Katt's Club Shay Shay appearance, and not that whole conversation surrounding Friday After Next. After Katt's interview, Rickey went on IG Live, and while he was making a cup of coffee, he got emotional to the point that he had to walk off camera and was heard crying in the background. Of course, fans suspected this had something to do with Katt's comments. Others, however, said Rickey is still grieving the loss of his son. And since Brandon died around this time last year, it's a particularly difficult time of year for Rickey. Rickey himself later denied he was crying about Katt's comments and said that nobody on earth is going to break him. On January 9th, Rickey posted a video on his official YouTube channel titled, "My Response to Reports I Was Crying Over Katt Williams' Comments." And for nearly 40 minutes, he discussed Katt's viral interview on Club Shay Shay. Rickey first explained that the video of him crying while making coffee had nothing to do with Katt Williams, and he simply got overwhelmed with grief from losing his child.
And I was standing there making coffee, and it just hit me. And I started crying. As if it wasn't about how I'm being treated by people that don't know me or how I've been treated. I'm being treated right now and made fun of and dogged out by some bros. It don't make no logical sense that I would go in a room and put myself on a Facebook live and cry because of what another comedian said about me.
As for Katt calling him out for supposedly lying about their roles in Friday After Next, Rickey addressed this in another video he posted on his channel. The video was recorded during the Rickey Smiley morning show, and Rickey dismissed Katt's claims he lied about how they got cast in the movie, claiming he originally auditioned for the character of Money Mike. But the producers chose Katt because he was a better fit for the role, and they gave Rickey the role of Santa Claus.
And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharp's show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for. So I guess when Katt Williams did it, they added a twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Cause ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in a Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to LA, they said, "Hey, your role has changed. You're gonna be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines." Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history.
As for Katt's claims that he had a clause put in his contract that enforced Rickey must wear a dress the next time they appeared in a movie together, which was 2008's First Sunday, where Rickey really wore a dress, playing his woman alter ego Bernice Jenkins, Rickey dismissed this also, saying that a lot of comedy greats played women characters for laughs, and he insisted that wearing a dress on screen has nothing to do with his manhood being lessened.
You know, comedy greats like Flip Wilson played Geraldine, Richard Pryor played some roles on his show, Jamie Foxx played Wanda, Martin played Shanae, I did, Bernice Jenkins, Tyler Perry did, Madea. It's a lot of comics and a lot of comedy greats that did characters for the sake of funny, for entertainment, for the sake of the laugh. And it has nothing to do with nobody's comfortable in the role. Nobody wants to put on a damn dress or comfortable in it, you know. That has nothing to do with my manhood being lessened for trying to play a role and trying to put food on the table for my family.
Now, Rickey also claimed that he has no interest in going after Katt Williams and dissing him, but reports recently emerged that Rickey is considering taking legal steps and suing Katt for defamation. These reports are still in the realm of alleged, so I guess we'll have to wait and see if Rickey will actually walk the talk and take Katt to court. Now, if you ask me, I honestly doubt Rickey would go to those lengths, but time will tell. As for fans, they seem to be divided on this whole issue between Katt and Rickey. Some are calling out Katt for spreading negativity and putting down fellow black comedians. Others, however, are saying Katt is simply telling it like it is and exposing liars and frauds. One fan said, "This is really sad, man. Rickey Smiley didn't deserve this, and this man a year ago buried a son. And to listen to a dried up comedian trying to stay relevant, roasting his peers who thought they were cool, none of them deserve this. Katt Williams is done. It's over for him." But another person wrote, "Rickey said he was supposed to be Money Mike, and Katt was supposed to be Santa. He lied and got ethered for it. Everything Katt said was a response to that's been said before. Literally every point he made was a response. He was minding his business, and now they don't deserve this? Knock it off, gang." But how do you feel about all this? Do you think Katt went overboard with airing out Rickey? And what are your thoughts on Rickey's response to Katt? Let me know in the comments, and then check out this next story.